Can I ask Art a quick question? Art,
Yes, sir.
do you still own Apple's stock?
The answer to that question is probably indirectly through mutual funds, but not directly.
Oh, okay. So you're doing okay.
And I imagine we all own it. Do you, might own it too through indirect mutual funds because it's so large, corporation.
Thank you. Sure.
There are many states that would be loved to have them. And Texas, all of Texas would love to have them.
You're not afraid to offend Texan, right?
No.
Okay.
They would, if they left, it would be a thing.
Thank you.
Do your mom have the third phrase for us?
My mom, yeah, my mom what?
Do your mom have the third advice? You give us 2 chords.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a third one?
Oh, she had thousands. You don't want to hear them all. You don't want to hear them all.
All right. Thank you. Sure.
Many speakers. I just want to applaud their investment in a number of innovative bicycle facilities on and around the campus, and just say that we look forward to enjoying a bike ride through the community after the new campus is built. Thank you.
Corin, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Right now, it's only 2% on the biking to work. Do you have any one suggestion, very important, that will spike it up to 4%?
I wish I did. I'd start charging a lot of money as a consultant, but I think Apple is certainly working towards the right direction. There's several elements that'll boost riding to work. The built environment is an important one. People need to feel comfortable and safe on the streets all the way from their origin to their destination. And then there are also programs that can take place at the workplace that promote bicycling, that give rewards to people for riding their bikes, that kind of thing. And I know Apple's pursuing those as well.
Have you checked with the Apple's plan that they have sufficient enough the bike rack inside the campus?
Yes, they do. They have ample bike parking planned.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we are bringing new people and new jobs into the city, and also able to hire college students from De Anza and Foothill at our hotel. So we are very proud to be part of this, a business partner with Apple. We encourage you and support the Apple campus too, and look forward to getting this moving very quickly. Thank you.
Marie, quick question.
Yes.
Are you making money here?
Am I making money here?
Yeah.
In the city?
In Cupertino, yeah.
The hotel, the
Yeah,
Cypress Hotel is making very good money, yes, thank you.
Good, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
I have a question. Did you miss Dolly Sandoval? Because I think you asked everybody else a question. Did I miss that one?
Sorry. Sorry, you want to come back? I can ask a question. Make more correction, what you just say.
Sure.
When I went back to Taiwan in Taipei, they all know Cupertino where it is because of the school. So it's not, no one knows. Okay, the school, Cupertino School is very well known probably around the world. Okay.
Council Member Chang, I was talking about India, where I come from, originally.
Oh, okay. All right.
India with a population of 1.2 billion people. You know, it's a different game.
Okay.
All right. You don't think because the Cupertino City Council is so well known around the world?
And my other thing was that if the city of Cupertino, with the cooperation of support from the council here, could give me a cricket pitch in Cupertino, at that particular time nobody knew about cricket, I'm sure Apple Campus 2 is well known.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Next is...
Could be turned into a ghost town. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Vicky, can I ask, Vicky, can I ask you a question?
I'm going to miss out here, Vicky.
You have a question for me too?
Yeah, well, of course, yeah.
Okay.
That's a pretty scary statement that if we don't approve it tonight, they will become a ghost town. I mean.
Yes, that could happen.
All right.
Okay, if you have time, I would like to buy you a coffee. We can sit down. I can tell you my 25 years business experience to see Apple up and down.
Okay.
My feeling, I can tell you that.
So you have Apple stock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And I cannot let you buy me the coffee before I vote because that would be conflict of interest.
She said when you have time. You won't have time before the vote. Okay.
And between the two of us, I would admit we have at least 20 Apple products in our house. And I have one more waiting for me at the UPS store. So I really do need Apple to stay in town for my business, and I really think for the community of Cupertino.
All right, so I'll give you a little bit propaganda too. Okay. I did go to your store a couple of times, and your store is pretty good. Okay, just for the benefit of the audience or the people on the TV, your store is just a couple of feet away from here, across the street. So if you haven't been there, stop by. It's a pretty nice place. Okay.
Thank you.
That was an ad for all of you that think this meeting's going on too long because Councilmember Chang's asking too many questions. You can go right across the way and get a cup of coffee.
That was a word from our sponsor. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
So to all who have made coming to this point tonight possible, and we can't wait to learn which species make the Apple campus a permanent residence or a rest and refueling stop on their migration through our region. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Deborah, quick
Yes,
question.
sir.
Do you have any concern, or Audubon Society has any concern of removal of more than 300 protected trees, mature tree?
Well, it's always sad to see trees removed, but I would imagine that a lot of those trees are not native trees, and native trees are far better as habitat. So once the transition is accomplished, I think that the area will much better serve our wildlife.
So you think this is the necessary process has to go
Yes,
through?
when you remove non-native trees and replace them with native trees, that's a plus. That's an advance.
Okay, thank you. Living in Cupertino 50 years?
I have, on and off, for
Because
over 50 years. I'm not telling you how many, because that would tell you how old I am. But yes, I have, and I actually live across the street from my father, where I grew up. So
the reason I asked that is because you look so young, so I couldn't believe that you...
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Do you believe I've lived here 46? Yeah.
46?
Yeah. Okay, next is...
Okay, sure. You still serve on the Cupertino School Board, right?
I do.
Right. So someone told me that Cupertino School Board doesn't get that much property tax on this project.
As I understand, it has got nothing to do with how Apple is situated. It has got to do with the school district lines, which were drawn way before Apple really took on and owned those buildings. So if
Cupertino School District doesn't get much of the property tax, it's not Apple's fault.
I don't believe so, for the simple reason that Apple did not draw the district lines.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next is...
We talked to Apple. We did generate more revenue, which is helping keep us open. Because how many of you write letters anymore? Hardly anyone.
Once in a while, yeah.
Okay.
I have to write it to FPPC to clarify my conflict of interest.
Yes, everybody's paying their bills now online. Everybody's doing everything the fastest way.
And
your time is up. I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't want to hear about them buying out the hotel rooms and putting their employees there?
As much as I want to hear about
All
it,
right.
I got to be fair.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please vote for the Apple
Now he can ask.
I'll ask you a question.
I love this guy. I think in his private life, he's a stand-up comedian.
Because, Michelle, you were there on October 1st on the public hearing for the EIR.
I was.
You have a little bit concern about the traffic on Wolf, so you're suggesting, if I'm not wrong, you're suggesting flying over.
The flyover in the tunnel.
Or the tunnel. Right.
However, in sitting here today...
So you change your plan?
No. Those are still good.
Okay.
I just came up with some other ideas. The Golden Gate Bridge has a movable lane between certain hours of the day.
Okay, you have 3 suggestions. One is movable lane. What's the second one? What's the third one?
There's the project borders. There's 2 roads on either side of the project. So you could pick one at a certain time of the day that only goes one way.
Okay.
So the people who wanted to miss that line of traffic, let's say Wolf, would come in on Tantaw.
Okay.
And a reverse, choose a side, reverse going out the other direction just one way during certain hours.
Okay. What is your third suggestion?
The third suggestion was to rent lots elsewhere and van people in out of areas that are less congested.
Okay, rent lot. Okay.
What's that?
Rent lot. Rent parking lot.
Rent it or buy it. I mean, okay. I don't want to spend their money. You know.
Well, if you keep staying there, then we'll lose more money. I mean.
Okay, I'll sit down.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
I think we're good.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thinking, if the project is approved, for the next council meeting, I will bring the cake in the shape of an apple and give it to everybody.
Ron,
so please.
Do you need a propaganda also?
We don't accept bribes.
No. So,
where did the dollar come from?
The $23 billion, the The fair market value of land in Silicon Valley is about $4 million an acre. And the Prune Ridge Avenue consists of 4,547 acres, which I believe comes to $23 billion.
But they're not taking the whole Prune Ridge Road, though. You know that, right? They're only taking a small section of it.
It says in the document it's 4,547 acres.
Yeah, that's the whole street. But they're only taking a section of it.
Not the way that I read it.
Okay.
Okay.
Steph,
Thank you.
any explanation?
Yeah, the acreage for Prune Ridge is 4.57 acres.
Right.
4.57 acres, based on what you mentioned, John, is $4 million, should be $60 million. We got $25 million from Apple. Pretty good deal. We squeeze them very hard, so that's how we get that.
Well, it's not
4.57 acres.
Yeah, the whole site is 150 acres. The whole site on both sides. The old HP site was 100 acres.
Oh, well, what did it say? 4,557.
No.
No?
No.
I think there's a decimal point.
Perhaps we'll look and make sure there's not a typo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
John, believe me, we squeeze them very hard. And then it's not very comfortable.
You can't say that.
Oh, sorry. Take it back.
Okay. Senator James, followed by...
Let's make this campus contribute to local connectivity
Your time.
and aim higher with respect to sustainable transportation. Thank you.
Great. Your time's up. Thank you.
All right. Mayor, can I ask the city manager a question? Not you. Okay. Carol, can we legally ask the Apple for the maximum parking space?
Many cities do this.
Right. Legally, can we ask that?
Parking study? Can I?
No, so let me help.
Okay.
What do you mean by the
So there's a viewpoint that one way to encourage people to get out of their cars is to reduce the parking. So San Francisco is actually doing that. So they make parking so much of a problem that you won't do that. So I think you were encouraging actually to happen
Have
here.
parking maximums instead of parking minimums.
Right. In other words, reduce the...
And also a parking cash-out program that will reward.
It's maximum reducing them?
Yes.
You're talking about reducing the parking lot from...
Yes.
You want much less.
And maybe this needs to be done in conjunction with a neighbourhood parking permit program, but also with a parking cash-out program for the campus.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Got it. I thought more.
No.
Okay. No. Okay. Thank you.
You have a question? Oh, evades me right
no,
now. First one of the night.
Right.
Thank you, Barry.
I wanted to thank you for coming all the way from LA. I did not invite you to come over here. I did not pay you to come over here.
That's right.
I just want to make that comment. But I want to thank you for coming up and talk, because
Very important.
You're looking at a different angle from...
It's a big picture. It's a real deal, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very much.
It's getting late. It's getting late, so I'll stop right here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mark keeps turning his light.
All right.
Come on, Barry, you don't have any questions.
All right, I'll ask you a question. Okay, energy, net zero energy. Okay, do you think everybody keep talking about zero energy? Would that be possible that Apple will have a surplus of energy that they can sell, or we use in the microgrid and then provide it to the Cupertino for free?
Positive energy, you're getting into this California Public Utilities Commission, the way they've set the rules up. It doesn't make any sense for Apple or anyone else to put in positive energy. It's financially a bad deal.
Oh, is that right? Wow,
Yes.
Not bad, huh?
So that's a long discussion I can have with you another time.
Okay, I'll call you later. Thank you, appreciate
No, call Mr. Herzberg later.
I'll call you later, too.
Okay. It's a state issue. Okay. Keith Murphy, followed by, these are the last three cards. Keith.
Second.
Motion carries unanimously.
Did we get on?
We're done.
We got it?
Yay!
So before everybody leaves, I would like to say it's a pleasure to have Apple here, and is to echo several of the speakers. Now that we're done voting and I can talk, it's great that we're keeping jobs here rather than letting them go. somewhere else. And I want to thank both Apple and Steve Jobs for his vision and your guys sticking with it. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience and thank you for your email. I almost cannot finish all of them, but thank you, appreciate it.